So what's up, everybody? It's me, Trustarscreamer, waiting for everyone else because, you know, I remember to set my clocks now. Now, I think Zero's having some technical difficulties, and just how everything else.
Hey, I wasn't gonna miss this.
Fuck, he's here.
Yeah, I re-imaged my computer this week, so that was fun. I went from Windows 11 back to Windows 10. Um, says everything you need to know about Windows 11 right there.
No, we can't because you're not there yet. You're back to Windows 10, so you have to re-get to Windows 11, and then we'll know what it's like to Windows 11. You're not there yet. You're back to then. You're not there now. When will we be there? Soon.
You know, I guess that's the cue to roll that footage.
Roll that footage.
We hope everything's in order. Oh, there it is.
Fab Studios presents Figure Action. That one's me.
All right, we'll wait for everybody to roll in. Well, we're not gonna wait. We're gonna go ahead and get started.
But
they'll be rolling in.
They're not here on time. They get to miss it. All right. You know what? We keep on. Much like Fred Durst used to say, those words of wisdom. We'll keep rolling.
So a little housekeeping before we get started. So Lance was our big winner when we did the redraw for the shirt and Minerva, and then at the end of it, Lance goes, I don't need the Minerva. Give it to the runner-up. So I hit up Dare 2727, and
didn't he already win something this year?
Lance or Dare?
Dare.
I can't remember. I know Mariano won prior, so we still have that Minerva, courtesy of our good friend Larkin's Lair. So I'm going to do a third option. If you don't have Minerva, and you want a Minerva, and you're in the continental U.S., just type Minerva in the chat, and we'll do a wheel decide at the end of it. If we get one person, that's really easy. But if you want Minerva, type Minerva in the chat tonight, and at the end of the show, we'll do a wheel decide. So, hey, Mariano's already in. So, if anybody wants that,
the only one who enters, we're still going to do the wheel, but we're doing like really, really slow.
Exactly. We'll put like 50 entries in there and just wind it down. So it's Thursday night. It's 9:00, and if you're watching us here on YouTube live, thank you very much. One, make sure you smack that like button because it helps us out in the algorithm. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. Want to get to our next episode of Figure Reaction. But before we do, also check out our Teespring store. Link in the description below. We've got new designs on there. I've got a couple new designs brewing in my head. I've got Photoshop reinstalled. So we're gonna be cooking some stuff up. So all right, I see other folks are entering here now. I'll get you guys jotted down.
They're trying to get on Minerva. that joke didn't work out.
No, it didn't. So and as Jose Cortez says, smash that like button. We only have 4 likes. We got 18 people in here. Make sure you smash that like button. And I guess what we'll do, since we've got people tardy to the party, we'll go ahead and we'll get started. And I'll ask Dave. Dave, how the hell are you doing? Did you get anything cool this week? Dare, you had the Minerva.
Yeah, I was just saying.
I'll put you in there, but if you win, you have to take it.
So, I've gotten some stuff in. For those of you who have paid attention to my channel, because I actually picked up the McFarlane Catwoman from Arkham City, as well as the Joker, but as my stats show, only 35 people watched the Catwoman one, and only 18 watched the Riddler, so you guys don't know that I have that figure. I also got the Batman Hush, which, yes, it's another McFarlane from Batman. I mean, another Batman from McFarlane. dear God, I can't talk tonight. But I think this is probably the best Batman McFarlane has made yet. And he's made a lot of them, and every single one of them gets better, but I think this is it. I really think this is it. This is the Hush one. So
until more soft good capes become the norm.
There's no soft good cape. Yeah, until that soft good cape comes with the 89 Batman. God dang it, it's trash. I think I knocked something over. I might have to fix that later. Also, because Bobby Valla has my soul, I did pick up a Desert Rat figure based off Tony from Analog Toys.
Yeah, Analog Toys. Yep.
So I got this because I will be getting a bunch of those Desert Troopers because they look absolutely awesome when they do come on pre-sale. And finally, because I have a problem, I got the Predator I said I wasn't going to buy, so I got the Snake Predator from NECA. They're actually, the price isn't too bad. They went from $30 to $36. So you know what?
Yeah, but I always felt like you got a lot in them.
Oh yeah. I just don't. Everyone is doing Transformers, so it's like even though it's true, Starscreamer, I'm not going to say anything that nobody else says. Oh, I forgot. I also did get the Arkham City Scarecrow. This one Arkham Knight Scarecrow, which this sculpt is absolutely gorgeous, but my God, it needs so much more paint. It's not even funny. So I think this might go to the paint shop area, but this sculpt is absolutely gorgeous, and it does look good on a shelf just by itself. I mean, I like it. So that's and if I built a fire pit today, that was kind of fun. But that's my life. Zero, how are you?
I am doing pretty well. It's been a week, and I'm tired, but I've been working on getting my basement done. So, I've got I finished painting the bar. Eventually, I'm going to restain it. There's this Heirloom Traditions paint that my wife loves, and apparently they make a paint where you can easily change lacquered wood. So I plan on changing the light wood to a darker color. But I whitewashed all the brick. I've been redoing all the grout. I repainted the bathroom, repainted behind the bar. I got the TV mounted. I got lights behind the TV. So it's just a matter of getting my art up and getting all the pint glasses that my uncle gave me displayed and getting the shelves lit. So my alcohol is all lit behind the bar. It's going to be pretty nice when it's all done. But yeah, work's been fun this week. I'll just leave it at that. But hey, we're almost at Friday, and hopefully I'll get to see John Wick this weekend. That's what I'm hoping to do. As far as stuff goes, I got this guy in this evening. I literally just opened him at the start of the show, Metal Hawk. And I also, per Sony's recommendation, I picked up a Mario and Luigi because these guys are on sale for, green screen doesn't like Luigi. But yeah, these guys are on sale for $13. So for the price of one, a little bit more than the price of one, I got two. And they're pretty nice. I think these are probably, again, the articulation's not perfect, but for what they are, they articulate better in some ways than the Figuarts. And they're fun, and I'm hyped for this movie. I already have tickets. I'm actually having surgery, very minor surgery done on the 4th. So hopefully it won't be too big of a pain to sit in a movie theater seat. But we're also
going to getting surgery on.
We have my arm and shoulder. So.
Then you shouldn't be. As long as you're not sitting on your shoulder, you'll be okay.
Yeah, I'll be fine. But yeah, the figures are pretty cool. I recommend them. Get them on sale. So, Mariano, as far as art, I have a whole bunch of video game art, and it's a barcade. So, I've got my arcade 1-ups set up on one side of the bar, and then behind the bar, I've got a TV with a little. I have a Raspberry Pi, and then I have the At Games hockey puck thing that you can put like any arcade game on, and a wireless arcade stick. So you can actually sit at the bar, you can play console games, you can play arcade games. It's pretty awesome. So, yeah, that's it for me. Well, now we've got Mike and T. Gentlemen, oh, actually, before we do, again, reminder, we've had people come in. We have a Walgreens exclusive Minerva we're going to give away tonight. So Lance did not want it, and Dare, as our runner-up, did not want it. So if you want a Minerva and you live in the continental U.S., all you have to do is type Minerva in the chat, and I'm going to add you to the Word doc, and we'll do a wheel decide at the end. So just type Minerva in the chat if you live in the continental U.S., you're 18 years of age or older, and are a subscriber, and we'll do that wheel decide at the end. Yeah. And Mariana, yeah, it's all art that I've bought, though I do art on the side. I just, I don't know. I
Does Art's wife know that?
See, finally a good joke out of Dave tonight. All right.
And that's it, everyone. Good night.
Well, on that segue, Mike, how the hell are you doing? Did you get anything cool this week?
Very, very busy this week with work and such, and have this weekend off. The next weekend going back down to Virginia to continue to work on other stuff. But things I got this week, I was successful in completing my wave 1 of AWOC. So this weekend is a marathon of just getting things filmed and then edit and release throughout the next week, because I still got those to kind of go through as a group, and then I have to finish up my parkour impressions. And also I ventured into something that was the least expensive of this company, but I picked up a set of Extreme Sets crates just to practice some more camera work. So they're kind of cool. But other than that, that's about it, man.
Cool. Very cool. Next up, a man you know, you love, you've probably clicked on a bunch of his videos. And if he's awake, he is awake! T-Man 978. I guess he just had dinner.
Hello. If nobody enters that contest, you can give it to me, and I'll give it away on my channel.
Yeah, we've already got entries, man. Sorry.
You have entries.
I thought no one looked at your channel.
Hopefully they actually take it this time. But I'm alright. I'm alive. I got this, I think, since the last time I was here. Pow, pow, pow. Cheat, cheat, cheat. Stay subscribed for my opinions.
I know you have thoughts and feelings and opinions on the ooh.
I got this guy.
I want Prowl.
Did you find him out in the wild, or did you get him through Amazon?
Yeah, it was still, it's like straight up available right now on Amazon. I should have the
through your affiliate, right?
In the description of every one of my videos that will take you to my Transformer section, and he's there.
Affiliate, more like a chiliate.
Yeah. But
so what's your initial thoughts of him?
It was on sale. I suggest honestly waiting for these to be $6. Him and Peach. Mario and Luigi, get it now while it's on sale. But him and Peach, no, wait. It's pretty much just a statue. I mean, there's a big backpack that's very detailed, and this frying pan comes out, but it's a statue.
Is he back heavy?
I haven't even, let me see. Yes. It can't stand up at all.
Now, does Peach have legs?
I heard she has little feet underneath of that dress. I didn't get Peach. I was looking at it, I'm like, I can't pay $14 for this. She's a statue. It doesn't even look like she has bicep swivel. This doesn't have bicep swivel. Mario and Luigi are full
people
on
pay
action.
more for a Figure Art Zero.
Yeah. Huh? I wouldn't get a Figure Art Zero. If it's a statue, I'm not buying it. But Mario and Luigi are full-on action figures with universal elbows. This is a statue. I probably got something now, but I don't know what that is.
I want to make a statue.
I think I showed this last week, parkour. I got the video up now, so let's move. Have we been live this whole time?
We have been live this whole time.
You mean multiple videos, right, man?
Yeah, I have 2 videos for parkour.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing your thoughts on that Skyfire though, because I know I have an idea of what you're gonna like the most about him. So, all right. Well, I guess we can segue there. We can get into a favorite segment of the show.
Is it something for this week?
What's that?
Is it something for this week?
It is something for this week.
Oh.
Cosplay Girl of the Month?
Least favorite.
No, Matt's not on. Because if we had Matt on, I'm sure he could, in 5 seconds, figure out like who wins the month. Even though there's like what, a week left to go in the month, a week and a day, isn't there?
Yes.
Yep.
So it would be. I wish I could organize these alphabetically. I got to do some cleanup in here. So, here it is.
This week in repaints.
All
I
right,
need to remake that.
we do. But our first repaint this year is the War Dawn 2-pack. This was like stealth revealed. It showed up at a GameStop in Canada. Like there was no announcement prior. This just like showed up at a Canadian GameStop and boom, it's for sale.
Just the moan of disappointment echoed across the world, the continent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dion is a figure that everybody wanted, but they did not want him to be a cup retool.
Yeah.
And nobody wants another Prime Universe RC retool repaint.
Yep.
I can't express how much I dislike that Legacy Prime RC mold. It's just
You have 3 of them, and that's all I need.
yeah. It's 3
This
too
is
many.
gonna be a massive mess.
Outside of Cup, I mean, who else could they have used?
They could have made a new mold.
New mold. Exactly.
Cybertronian Ironhide.
Yeah, that's a good one. That actually would have a lot better.
That's the thing. That would have been a perfect a third use of that mold.
Yeah, I agree.
They got. I mean, I would take advantage of that stuff. Or yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for Ariel, I really think that they should. And again, I'm not a huge fan of that mold, but the Chromia from War for Cybertron, like Siege Chromia, I think that would have been fine for Ariel.
The coolest thing about this set is the way they spell Ariel.
In Baltimoreese.
Yeah, Ariel. Ariel ironed and what does it say? Ariel earned and iron earned.
Yeah, that's the test to see if someone's from Baltimore.
But you're supposed to say earn, and iron earn.
Yep.
Earn, and earn. But passy the pass. Passy the pass. Next.
Yeah. I will say.
The pot start's the best thing.
Oh man, Kato, my favorite section is when Zero logs off.
Now, when it shows up in Ross for $20, I'll get it.
I mean, if it's, I don't know if this is a GameStop exclusive or not, because we really don't know anything about this. This was just
they
like,
show up in Ross too and Ollie's.
Hell, I actually would just while we're here. Fuck, I would have used. This would have been a perfect use of both the Cybertron, the War for Cybertron, the Bumblebee movie Ironhide, and that RC mold. Boom. Instant
Yeah.
repaints of reused recent molds.
Yeah, 100%. They could have done that.
I think the proportions would be up if they use that movie Ironhide.
Well, I mean, they need to repaint it, but I mean, sorry, they need to remold it, but I kind of agree with Dave. I think that
I mean, he's blocky, but he's not like all this.
The alt mode would have turned out better because his Dion had more of a truck alt mode.
Yeah, we can take that preview thing off.
Oh yeah, sorry.
All right, well, we'll get to our next repaint. This is another one that's interesting, and this is the VNR fan exclusive Optimus Prime. So, yeah, this is a redeco of the Holiday Optimus Prime.
The first deco of the Holiday Optimus Prime.
Yeah, which I think everybody thought was going to be Amazon Prime because the large Amazon trucks are that model of Volvo.
I thought it was going to be the Generation 2 one with the rocket launcher.
Well, it still could be. And it was funny. I didn't mention it when we were talking about that Walmart Toxitron subline that they're doing with all the G2 repaints. It's like this would have been a way better fit than Toxitron, but then again, it's a licensed vehicle, so
I think I would have liked the Amazon Prime just for. I almost would have bought it just for the damn box.
Yeah. Now
they can still do it.
I'm not sure.
They're on the third repaint of that Laser Optimus, so this is only the second.
I'm not sure what VNR is. Is that a Volvo thing? Because this could be a very limited figure. Like,
I honestly like it. I think it looks really good, and I kind of want.
Yeah, hey, Dr. Diecast, leave the jokes to the pros.
There's a lot we do for the box. I don't know. That was a good one.
I like it.
Kato says, I'm just focusing on that AWOC Tiberius.
My AWOC figures show up tomorrow. So, Kato, I'll show them off next week.
Yeah. If this is easy to... I'm sure this will probably go up on Hasbro Pulse. If it's not a pain in the dick to get, I'll probably pre-order one because I love Optimus Primes. I like that holiday mold. The holiday one can then just be a Christmas decoration, and this can kind of go on my shelf of Primes. But yeah, we'll see. And
it looks good. I was just saying, it just looks good to just with the color scheme it has. It's simple enough that it's. I mean, I find it appealing just looking at the cab without it being all gaudy and 5 different decos on. It's simple and to the point. So
look how they still put the blue on the side of it, even though his robot mode doesn't have that.
And this is licensed. This is a Volvo right there. Yeah, I like this mold a lot. I think that this mold would have been great as an Evergreen Prime. Like if they were trying to do like, hey, here's a modern update of Optimus Prime. Kind of like bridges the gap between G1 and modern aesthetics. I think this is kind of it. Personally, I wish they were selling him as a Voyager because I don't need another version of this trailer, but that's just me.
Especially since it doesn't come with any extras.
Exactly.
I mean, it kind of looks painted, but that might be a render. And
yeah.
always look glossy.
And even there, it could just be gray plastic, and then the bottom of it's black plastic, and it kind of looks like that. So you can see like the black plastic here where the hinges are. So the whole bottom of it would be black, but it wouldn't be, the only thing painted would be the stripe with the Autobot insignia.
They just gotta go back to putting the master paint molds on the box of them. I prefer my box art. My box art render neutral myself.
Well,
okay, I thought too much on that.
They're giving him a trailer now.
Yeah. Anyway, if it comes out, or who's getting it?
I will.
Pass.
If it's in the store and I see it, I'm probably gonna buy it.
Alrighty.
All right.
All right,
Next up, JT Prime blesses us with 3 more listings. The only one of these that actually has a name is Nissel. So I guess it's pretty safe to assume that we'll be getting another reuse of that Earthrise Starscream mold painted up like Nissel.
Oh my god, I can't wait.
Yay.
I was hoping Sony would make it because our next little bit of news is something that I think is probably up his alley. I'd be curious to see if he's going to get this. But Magic Square showed off their prototype of the Dark Knight, which is their shattered glass Jetfire or Skyfire.
He's probably gonna get it, and then Matt's gonna get it.
What's up, you two fans? I'm gonna buy it.
I will
It's gonna
say
be Matt's last Legend figure he's ever gonna buy.
After this, I'm done. Until the next one.
it looks good. It looks really good. I think this actually looks better than the shattered glass one Hasbro put out.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely.
And I thought the Hasbro one looked great, but this just looks super clean. And
Yeah, different aesthetics.
Do you imagine if they released the masterpiece in those colors?
they probably will.
I'm about to say. Like looking at this, I've never noticed this on a cartoon, but they could have easily painted this red to look like it has on the armor from Robotech or whatever. So
Yeah. You know, the thing about them taking the masterpiece mold and doing it in these colors is you don't have to be a shattered glass fan for it to appeal. They can be like, oh, well, you know, this was Decepticon Jetfire. Now you can have it just even though he never looked like that in the cartoon. People can buy it and mentally justify having the
Nemesis
Decepticon
Fire.
Exactly.
I have 2 friends in this area that have picked up shattered glass versions of these guys just because they're Ravens fans.
Really?
Color scheme works out perfect.
So are they Transformers fans or are they just
Not at all. Nope. They
Wow.
saw it. Actually, ironically, it was I was bringing up pictures of some stuff, and a shattered glass thing came up, and like, oh, what is this? So I might have transformed them into fans, but I'm not going to put my hopes on it because they want to paint a number 8 on it or whatever.
Hmm.
If they have Raven stickers, we put that on it.
They can.
All right. Next up,
Well,
we're going to get in. Oh, sorry, Dave.
Oh, I just said move on. Let's move on.
Yeah. Well, that's it for Transformers news this week. I mean, with coming out of TFCon, kind of a light week, so we're going to get right into our regular action figure news, starting off with the NECA Ultimate Gargoyles Angela. So we get a good look at everything she comes with. Finally, we've seen her in promo pictures,
Mm.
but
I think I'm slowing down on this one personally.
I slowed
face-
down on the first one I got.
say something about the face sculpt on her seems
It
a
looks a
little
little
off.
weird.
Yeah.
Oh, she comes with a baby.
That is her.
Oh, all right. Well, that shows how much I know about gargoyles.
It's a great show. Highly recommend it. It should be on Disney Plus.
Well, it's on the
Here.
Flex server. I just never watched it.
It's one I definitely I recommend it highly. They did a very good job of world building.
Cool.
Here it looks fine. I just wish that, you know, I don't like what they're doing with the wings.
I
And
do and I don't because like her folded wings are coming with the detective.
I thought those were I'm pretty sure that because we didn't cover Angela last week.
Oh,
But
okay.
I thought that was it Brooklyn's wings?
Yeah, she gets Brooklyn wings. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I bet the Lexington will come with her folded wings.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Brooklyn. Poop.
I would rather pay a few more bucks just to get it. Because and when I say I don't like what they're doing, it's like they're gonna force you to buy figures that you don't necessarily want to get the folded wings.
Zero.
You know?
Zero. T and I collect Marvel Legends.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
You
know.
want to build a figure. So
Yeah,
no,
but-
sorry. Guess what? They're fine. They are absolutely fine because you know what? I'll accept that. Okay.
Akateki says there's new Gargoyles comic books out now. I didn't know that.
Wow.
The difference with this and Marvel Legends is you probably, if you're collecting them, you want all the characters.
Yeah. Marvel Legends, you're stuck getting freaking. You're stuck getting freaking Spy Master, which is just the same damn buck but a different color, just so you can get the freaking one crucial piece for the build. You know, like no.
Yeah.
Or the third use of the or the 28th use of the Miss Marvel bolt body with damn high heels that will never stand. You know, no. At least you're getting an action figure that you can action with.
Let's pull up Elisa since we didn't talk about her last week. We didn't have time.
It looks great.
Yeah, I think she definitely looks really good. I like the dynamic hair they're doing.
Heck, that's actually one of the most dynamic NECA figures I've seen with proper double jointed knees, double jointed arms. I mean,
I'm super happy. I'm not a super duper fan of this show. I only watched it in passing, and I got the one character, Demona. I didn't like her that much, and I'm like, no, I'm not buying any of the rest.
no, like I said, I just want to slow down on this myself, but I'm just saying, like, this is still a great representation of her. Kind of wish they gave her pistol, but I can probably understand why not now. But
Yeah, they're all great, but I'm happy I don't want them.
good, yeah.
And definitely Howard the Duck, like Michael Rogers said in the comment.
I did it for you, man. I went down that road for you.
All right. Well, I'm gonna pull up a NECA figure that I'm sure Dave's definitely gonna want.
Is it a predator?
It's not a predator. It's not a predator at all. It's Willie Nelson. That's right. You can get an 8-inch Willie Nelson from
Killed the
NECA.
joke. You should have been saying you were offering an 8-inch Willy.
yeah. Hey, it's an 8-inch Willie. You know, you can put him next to your Dick Simmons. I still have my NECA Richard Simmons. I got it. He has to rejoin my desk.
It's cool.
It looks neat.
It's probably their best use of soft goods, I think.
Look, if you look up their old Iron Maiden figures of Eddie.
Oh yeah, I remember those. All right, here we'll get into the.
You know, the only thing is that guitar should be able to open up so you could put hide an ounce in it.
Oh jeez.
That would be classic. That would absolutely appropriately hand there, but that would absolutely be epic.
Maybe somebody can craft and build that.
A certain Junkion craft and build. All right, now we'll get into the NECA figure that Dave is going to want, and that is the creature from the Black Lagoon.
I do want this, though. His hand assembly is kind of like interesting, but I do want this. Yes.
What is it about the hand assembly you find?
They all look the same.
I don't know. There's like relaxed. There's
subtle,
played, and
but-
yeah, it is subtle.
I have like the other NECA figures have very subtle very subtle with their hand differences, so it's on par with it. And yes, I do want this. I am actually this first movie is a very fun movie to watch, and the behind the scenes stuff is great. Like because this was before CGI and stuff.
Yeah.
In the original Creature from the Black Lagoon, they actually got a true deep sea diver who could hold his breath for like 3 minutes so they could film all the underwater scenes. It was really cool.
Do they have the Jeepers Creepers license?
No.
I would buy that.
I can see them getting it.
I would, and I can't. I it's cool, but I can't buy anything from Jeepers Creepers.
Why?
Look up Victor Salvia, and you'll know why. The guy who created it.
That sounds like a deep discussion point.
It is.
Well, we'll go from there. We'll get out of the NECA stuff. And I don't think we've talked about Storm Collectibles in a hot minute. But Storm showed off a brand new Mortal Kombat figure that I wasn't expecting. And that is their Nightwolf. And yeah, it's looking pretty good, to be honest.
It's Nightwolfy.
Yeah, definitely think.
Sonya.
I just opened up the McFarlane one of this, and I'm like, this looks absolutely stunning.
Yeah. Like this looks like, the thing I like about the Storm stuff is that they look like the art from the games, not like the the digitized actors. But like when I was a kid, I had all of the Mortal Kombat art books that they would put out, like when they would do like the strategy guides and then like the behind the scenes books. And yeah, this definitely takes me back. So I think it's BBTS exclusive. The only issue I have with him is I think he's a little expensive for what he is and what he comes with.
Well, BBTS has the exclusive for North America on Sony Flexible, period.
So you don't have any choice.
No, you have no choice. I find it funny though with this backdrop. Man, they should have blurred it a little bit more because you can see pixels.
So he doesn't come with like a translucent sheet for that shadow clone attack thing. Did they do that?
Don't believe so. I think that was just Photoshop.
That was 100% Photoshop.
Lame.
I love the detail they put on his back. I think that really, really sells it. But yeah, this is all you get. You get like that spirit bow and arrow. It looks like you get 5 additional sets of hands, 3 faces, the hatchet, and the lightning effect. I wish they did the hatchet in green as well.
That hit me. Actually, I was thinking about that. I think it definitely should not only been in green, but also should have had a motion effect with it.
If not a motion effect, I think that it should have also had like a blood effect, like a piece that like maybe connected to, like, remember that attack piece that came with the putty?
Yes.
Like it like wrapped around.
Actually, I was gonna think what came with Scorpion.
Yeah.
The hell was that?
But yeah, I wish it had a gore effect for that hatchet. And even if they did it with like cellophane or just something to replicate that one fatality he had where he like called the beam down from the heavens to like
it's been a minute since I played this. Did the weapons ever look physical?
No, that's the thing.
Yeah, that's why I wish the hatchet was green.
Yeah, like McFarlane, all his weapons are green.
All right, someone's saying the green hatchet is an exclusive for BBTS.
But then the whole thing is the BBTX exclusive. So
okay,
look at this. Look who's saying it too, though.
Yeah, I trust Kevin and being up on this stuff.
Okay. I'm getting them.
I'm in for him and the Liu Kang. I want to know where the female ninjas are.
I couldn't buy the Liu Kang. It's $180, and I'm just like, I know I have no place to display that dragon. If they
how many years have they had this license?
What's that?
How many years have they had this license?
Oh God, I feel like it's been 5 years now. I want to say it was like
they're doing just like World of Nintendo. Like I've been trying to collect all the Koopalings from World of Nintendo, and they're only on like the 4th Koopaling in 8 years.
Wow!
You gotta remember, it was like every other figure was just palette swap ninja, which was they were just reproducing them.
But they should have every character from the first game out right now. But I guess they think people are gonna quit after they get the first game.
It seems to me like their focus is more on like Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3/MK Trilogy, and I'm pretty sure if they do a Johnny Cage, it's going to be the MK Trilogy design.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. But
I don't mind it either. I actually really liked I mean, look, I love Daniel Pesina, but I did not mind that recast given everything that happened.
I got freaking. I've got them right here. Okay, I'm looking at three. I've got all the ninjas except Noob Saibot of the original Ninja Run. I've got all three. I've got all the Scorpions, both the exclusive, the SDC exclusive. I got, the exclusive smoke figures. I love this line. So.
Are you getting the 1/6?
No, I don't collect 1/6. I got no. I don't have a dog in that race.
Yeah, the only 1/6 figure I have is the Doom Marine, and that's just because they don't make much for Doom.
I have Wonder Woman and the random TV League Athena. And if Hot Toys ever releases Captain America, I'll have that. But they keep pushing it back every month.
Wait, which Captain America?
The Disney Plus Captain America.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Anyway, move on.
All right. So we got a look at the Spider-Man 2 video game, Miles Morales, and yeah, I think this is going to be a running trend with this being an easy pass. That's the theme of the night. Is the easy pass.
The cool thing though, what I didn't realize at first, everybody in that wave is red and black, so now them adding this kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
For the people who didn't get the previous version, but if you got the previous version, there's no need at all for them.
The previous version's better, in my opinion.
It is
better.
better.
Inaccurate hands, and it doesn't come with the unmasked face.
Well, these might be accurate to the second game.
No, the video game had he was using golden hands.
But this is for the second game, not the first.
Yeah, he might have an upgrade or some crap.
Yeah. I wish that they had the cat in a backpack. The Bodega cat. But
it's the reuse of the Captain Marvel cat.
Or they could have molded a mask around his face.
Yeah, that would have been neat too.
That's the third time we got that cat.
I will say it's nice that he's regular retail price, and I'm trying to find the pictures. He comes with, I think, was it 3 sets of hands?
3 extra hands.
3 extra hands. Okay.
He's got
all the hands you need except actual web grabbing hands.
Yeah. But yeah, he's $24.99, which that's their regular price. It's not like the Spider-Man 2 Spider-Man, which is inexplicably $10 more, despite
those webs cost money, man.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just give me a hot glue gun, and I'll make it $30 worth of webs.
It would have been cool if those hands the electric hands were fists.
I agree. Just to differentiate it a little bit. And then also, even though the last one did not have that much of an accurate face sculpt, it at least still had an unmasked head.
Yeah.
So
even then, these blue hands were in the Invisible Miles Morales. They came with the Invisible Miles Morales.
Remember
they had that version of him in the all blue plastic?
Yeah.
That's all these are.
Yeah. Mariana, I think this is kind of what their goal is like they'll come out with something and they'll be unreasonable, and then now they're like, oh, by comparison, 25 doesn't seem that much. It's that whole concept of the big ask.
If you don't have this, it's a perfect figure.
Mm-hmm. Until they put one with
no boot swivel.
Or until they make one with the torso, like the retro body with the ball and joint torso.
Yeah. All right. So we get a couple new listings for Black Series. I believe this is this is Vintage Collecting Cad Bane.
They're the little ones, right?
What's that?
Those are small ones, right?
Yeah. But we get a 6-inch Luke Skywalker and Grogu. I think this is. I get why they come together, but Jesus fucking Christ, how many Grogus have they released?
They are releasing,
but this one is
the separate Luke. I got that on pre-order already.
Is that on Team Amazon?
Can't get his face sculpt right. Like they have a CGI Luke Skywalker they deep faked on this, and they couldn't use that print on his face. Isn't there supposed to be a hand in that box?
Really?
Oh, you can put the lightsaber in there. That's cool. How much is it?
I'm guessing this is probably going to be 40.
Oh, I thought it had a price.
Hold on, I'll check.
If you go back up, $44.99.
God Lord.
Which
hell no.
that is like way too much for what this is. Like
I will wait. Even if it had the $16.95 sticker on there, I'd pass on it just out of principle. I want this to crash and burn.
it gets me that like they had that I think the first Grogu was appropriately priced. He was like $8, and he came with a bunch of accessories. And now they're trying to sell that same figure with the little bassinet that came with the $30 Mandalorian that came with a crap ton of accessories. And they're trying to charge $25 for that Grogu. And now they're just treating it like he is his own $25 figure. It's like, yeah, I'm with Dave on this. I hope this one does not sell well.
It's not. He's going to be right next to that yellow robot that's on clearance right now.
Yeah.
Or the Shore Stormtrooper.
Well, the Shore Stormtrooper, I mean, he was like on sale from Target for like $18 for a week, but then now he's back to being $26. I'm like,
never mind.
He's on clearance now. At least in my store, I think.
Man. I'm sure he'll get down to like $11 like the last one did.
Yeah, I think it's that price now.
At that point, I'll probably.
What this here?
So Mafex is doing a Bo-Katan, and I normally we don't talk much about Mafex on here, but man, this is a really good face sculpt. Like,
yeah.
When I was putting the docket together, it's like, wow, that is. Like, I don't recall Mafex having face sculpts this good in the past.
The best one I saw, and I don't know why I didn't buy it, was when they did the last Chadwick Boseman Black Panther they put up. That face looked awesome.
Not the animated one.
No, the movie version.
Does she have a I don't give a fuck face?
Unfortunately, she just comes with the
standard face.
Yeah, the standard face.
If she had I don't give two shits to this world, I would be all over that because goddamn.
Yeah, but that kind of has a resting bee face a little bit.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying. I mean,
I'm curious.
Yeah, the face looks good, but when I see the full body, I'm like, that looks like Black Series, minus the elbow joints.
And that's actually, I mean, that is giving that, and you see, that's when Black Series was actually doing what Black Series does best.
No.
When you were preferring, could you actually pick it over the imports, but
right.
Yeah, I'm skip this.
I'm skipping it
Black
anyway, but
Series
just
is good enough, to be honest. The face on the Black Series looks great.
Yeah, and the helmet does go on and off. Now, I'm curious how this works. I'm assuming that it's just a regular neck, and then you have to pop the head off to get the helmet on, just given how the hair is.
I think the only thing this has over the Black Series are the jet effects and the grappling hook.
The elbow joint.
It's got a lot of weathering, like here on the straps and the shoulders.
I can weather myself. That's not a big deal.
The elbow and the knee.
That's what she said.
Peanut guns.
She can weather herself? Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, next. And God, it's been like I want to say it's like been a pass, but also like a Matt-centric news night. We get a look at the Android 19 from Figwar.
That'd be more Joe.
Yeah, I guess this is kind of a Joe thing, but I'm surprised it took him this long to get to Android 19. I love the fact that he has the oh crap, my hands.
Back in the day, that was my favorite part of Dragon Ball Z, was when Vegeta went Super Saiyan the first time. That right there.
Yeah.
That was...
I completely stopped this season, this saga.
Really?
I don't remember him at all, to be honest.
Oh wow, that was a good. Like the Cell Saga was great.
Cell Saga was supposed to be how it was originally going to end.
Yeah.
And then they gave him like, we want more, but I'm done. Here's a pile of money. I got some creative juices.
I mean, granted, the Boo Saga wasn't bad.
No,
But
but
then we got GT and ooh.
I remember 17, 18, the one that looks like Frankenstein, and Cell. But this guy, I'm not too familiar with. I've seen him before, but I don't remember anything about it.
Is there a price on this? I'm guessing probably in the $100 range.
I'd say between 60 and 70, because they're not.
$89.95.
They're never that expensive on Dragon Ball, at least.
Next up, I'm going to pull up. If you clicked on our thumbnail, obviously knew we were going to talk about this one. Ramen Toys. They are doing their own version of the Spirit of Vengeance. And so it's interesting. It's called the Ramen Racer. Early bird pricing on this is $175. I'm not sure what the SRP here is. I guess if you don't get the early bird, $250. So you're coming in $100 cheaper than what the Spirit of Vengeance would have been. However, for $350, the Spirit of Vengeance also came with 5 figures. I mean, they never got that early bird adopter.
You weren't guaranteed the 5 figures. For $350, it was the engine and the figure. And then if they got enough funding for the stretch goals, you would have gotten the 5.
That's right.
If you didn't make the stretch goal, that's the whole controversy of the 350.
Yeah.
That was assuming they were going to make the stretch goal.
That I would imagine you'll have to paint yourself if you wanted to have certain things on the top of it.
You can get yourself a sticker.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's like where a lot of people are excited for this, is that they can get themselves a General Lee. And then I guess they have to source themselves a Bo and a Luke. A lot of people are talking about Ramen Toys and how they're kind of playing with fire. They're a very interesting company because if you go to their website, let me pull up their website here. Not only are they doing like their own versions of old Hasbro properties, like they're also doing their own versions of He-Man and Mask, and they really can't get in trouble for the dioramas, though. They're calling them Easy TMNT. They actually have licensed goods. Like they actually have like licensed Mega Man statues.
Well, as long as they don't get the Scientologists too upset, but
yeah, we got
there.
Well, we got to talk about that too, because let me pull up their Maverick. So, like, one of the things about Tom Cruise is that he does not, and he and the Search of Scientology don't like his likeness being used on merchandise. Like, they barely got away with doing a Funko Pop because they were. I mean, does the Funko Pop really look like anything?
Right.
So
looks like landfill.
that it does. So they're doing the Maverick, and again, this is where I say it's like they're kind of playing with fire because they're using the font, they're using the his likeness, and I think this looks great. If the price is right, I think a lot of people are gonna jump in and pick it up. But I could see them definitely getting some heat for this one, and I feel like maybe it would have been better for them to do it under another name.
There's one 80s line. I know, Mike, I think you just put it on Plex, the Spiral Zone. I think
Oh,
rAMEM
yeah.
would do great making figures for those from that property.
That would be a great line to get.
To there. Yeah. So the ramen racer, I think at this point it basically comes with everything that the you know, effects wise that the Hasbro one was going to come with.
And if you put a Vin Diesel figure in there, you know, it looks like the
Family.
When you hear your family.
Family.
I'm not in for this. I mean, I was not in for the Spirit of Vengeance when it was, you know, going to be an official thing. Out of curiosity, Dave, are you in for this at all?
one of the big things though is you don't get a Robbie Reese character figure.
Right, and I mean,
so without the Ghost Rider to drive the car, it's kind of moot, in my opinion. If Hasbro decided to release the Robbie Reese figure with Sans car, I'd probably be a little more motivated for it.
Do you think that Hasbro will just kind of come to their senses and you know, like, that's the thing, like Hasbro is very aware of third-party figures and you know what fans are interested in. I mean, obviously, you know, Studio Cell announced their Unicron, and you know, same thing happened with the Zeta project, where they did their you know, Takara Tomy did their trains. It makes you wonder.
The Zeta project, I think of the Batman Beyond spinoff.
Yeah, with Kurtwood Smith as the agent. That was an underrated show.
I think they said all that stuff is coming, but it might not be in the same form that we saw.
Yeah.
Because they got the tooling.
Yeah. Like, I agree and disagree, Kev. Like, as Dave was saying, like, the Hasbro price, if you were guaranteed everything without the stretch goals, that would have been a great price. And I think that was where they shot themselves in the foot.
I thought it was too much.
It was.
Yeah.
I think people were right to look at, like, the Bratz car. And, I mean, now, you know, I wanted to talk about it last week, but I guess we can talk about it while we're here. The McFarlane Batmobile. So
$60 on Amazon. I thought
if you can find it.
I thought the Engine of Vengeance was going to be $200, and they added 150 to that. So, yeah, they shot themselves. Like, it was even more than the Hiss tank. So yeah. I'm like, I don't know why they thought somebody would want a regular ass car for more than the Hiss tank.
Yeah.
And not only is there this figure, but one of the things too that, you know, and again, this is for a 5-inch scale figure, but McFarlane sold the 5-inch scale Batmobile from the, you know, the 66 Batman Batmobile. This was $35, or I think it was $29.99 last year. And, you know, it doesn't have electronics, but, you know, it's a vehicle that 5-inch figures can comfortably sit in.
The electronics. I honestly, 2/3 of the figures I own that have electronics, I can probably count maybe more than 8 of them. I don't ever use them. I turn them off. I take the batteries out so the battery acid doesn't corrode the figure itself. I think electronics honestly are a useless gimmick. I don't need a sound chip that's going to say the same sentence over and over again, or, you know, the lights on the engines, the lights on the wheels. Okay, so I got to turn out all the lights in my display room to look at it. I'm not going to leave the room and turn out the display lights, you know.
From the demonstration, it lit up without the lights turned off.
Yeah, so
but
I would have liked the lights. That was one of the selling points for me on the Hiss. When they showed what it looked like with the lights on, I was like, that is amazing. And then the symbol being beamed onto the ground.
Right. Well, I think there's a thing where, like, gimmicks, like, if you have like one gimmick in there, it kind of just doesn't feel worthwhile. But with the Hiss tank, it's like they crammed so much in there. It was reminiscent of, like, hey, if we kept on the same trajectory we were on in the 80s in terms of gimmicks with today's engineering, that's where we'd be. And that's what made those gimmicks fun. But if you're just like, hey, we added working headlights, it's $50 more than it should be. No, Especially when you have a Bratz car that's, what was the Bratz car? $50-$60?
Not even. It's like $30.
Yeah, and that fit like 8-inch figures.
And the
it
first
had-
version had a working radio.
And the McFarlane Batmobile looks great. It only has, they skipped on the paint jobs. Okay, if someone is hardcore, it's not a difficult paint job to do, to be honest.
But for display, you're not going to be harping over the details. I mean,
Hell no, and that is scaled perfectly for the Bezco too. It's like that thing that was printing money on that.
Yeah.
He timed that beautifully.
Yeah, and not only that, but like the cockpit gimmick is really cool. Like when he showed off how that works, I was expecting you just lift it up and that's how it opens. No, there's a button that actually causes the cockpit to pop up and slide forward. I was like, that's really neat. Like I think the gimmick is shown here. I'm not sharing my screen. I'm like flipping through these pictures and I'm not sharing my screen.
Oh, I was gonna say, we're just sitting here just talking, man.
Yeah, well, right now, Amazon is having alternate or third party selling the Batmobile for the minimum is $120.
Don't pay that.
Then it jumps right up to $200. Through Amazon right now.
Wait for them to restock.
Cool thing, they actually painted the little screens in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'd buy this and repaint it.
Yeah, if you have a silver paint pen,
I'm sure Toy Hacks will make a great thing for this too.
Yeah.
Now,
the question is going to be is how's Valiverse going to do their vehicle now that McFarlane's produced this? I think that's going to be
expensive. Yeah.
It's going to be pricey, but
yeah,
I don't know. Like competition's a hell of a thing. Like it might be pricey, but I mean, there's that Fortnite boat and I know you guys, I think you're liking it, Mike, and T, I know you're interested in it, but why is that boat $90? It's just a hunk of plastic with not much going on.
$50. It's like $55 now on Amazon.
Yeah,
I don't even think it should be $55.
I think it was 79 when it came out.
Right, it was 80 when it first came out. So
why the hell's motor map for $80?
That was another thing, because that boat. Just to go back briefly, because of how much that boat cost, I never thought the Spirit of Vengeance was going to be as much as they're charging. Because that boat is huge.
It is.
And the thing is, now the thing about Mike, you were talking about the Valiverse. Oh, you got the boat.
I had the boat.
Yeah, but you're talking about the Valiverse vehicle. Bobby Vala he blatantly said if it costs too much for him to make it, he's not going to make it. He's still running over the numbers right now. So that, again, that's also the reason why I've got a lot of confidence in Bobby.
And he showed prototype
if
images.
If it's going to be like a $250 vehicle, he's not going to sell it, I bet. And then there's the
I'm
Spin
wondering
Master.
why
The Spin Master.
Batwing. I'm wondering why the Batwing is way, way more expensive than the car.
I don't know, but
the Batwing does have a lot more features. It comes with so it has a landing gear, opening cockpit, boosters. It includes a Batman logo and a wall mount, which I thought was really interesting. The wall mount is actually a pretty cool addition. It's like, hey, what am I going to do with this? Hey, you can mount it on your wall.
So it's bigger than the TIE Fighter?
It seems like it's going to be about the same size as that TIE Fighter. There it is. It's 35 inches wide, 27 inches. Well, I guess... length and width is relative here, but 27 by 35. It's large. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that I think this is a Walmart exclusive, if I'm not mistaken.
Which one's this?
I think it might be just the website.
It's a McFarlane Store exclusive.
Yeah, so I think probably a lot of it has to do with quantities. Like that Batmobile, that'll sell. Like the Batwing, I think that they're probably like, look, we can only make a certain amount of these, and the hardcore fans are going to pick them up. They're going to be a bitch to store, a bitch to stock. Like I think that first order TIE Fighter was a big message to toy companies as far as what not to do. Like that first order TIE Fighter was awesome. It was basically studio scale, but I mean that thing sat on shelves, and that was not a that was a wide release. Target had them, Walmart had them, Toys R Us had them forever. I think Toys R Us had those first order TIE Fighters all the way up until they were going out of business.
Mm-hmm.
So,
right. Now, another thing that was recently showed as an alternate that collectors are kind of getting into if they don't want to spend that much on this Batwing is the Spin Master Flash Batwing and figure. Now, it's not decoed to the same level that we're showing here, but it's like $40 to $50. So,
can you fit a 6-inch figure in it though?
Actually, the figure it comes with one that's like 10 inches. So that's the challenge you have is that look when you open the canopy up, it's just really plain inside, and so for those that are more into the customizing and adapting, they could have a play day with trying to get the cockpit internals figured out.
Yeah. Just save some money and get that $250 one if you really.
Oh, if you got the space for it, go for it. I mean,
12
I can't
inches.
explain
Thanks,
about
Mariano.
price all the way. If you really want it, save the money or put some money to the side. But is it about to come out like right now?
I mean, all this stuff is coming out like in about
Yeah, they don't even give you enough time. Like when they announced Robos and Optimus, I had a year to save for that.
Oh.
And just as a reminder to chat, if you want to win a Minerva figure, just drop the word Minerva into the chat. You got to be in the continental U.S. You got to be 18 years of age or older. We're going to do the drawing in just a few here. But before we do, I got
in
one
the
more
chat
thing.
or the comments?
In the Facebook chat. I'm sorry, not the Facebook chat, the YouTube live chat. Yeah. So if you haven't already said Minerva.
Sony.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let me count, so.
Yeah, I want to talk about this one real quick because I know a bunch of us are Power Rangers fans, and a trailer came out. Go ahead and we'll just pull up Token Nation.
Don't play it.
We're not going to play the trailer.
Are they using the Zord Action Project Zord?
For
the space one? Wait, I didn't hear the question.
No, for the new Power Rangers movie.
Wait, what was the question?
He's asking like if they were using the Zap Zord for the new movie. I don't think they are. I think it's all CG.
CG, or they just updated the costume. It was so brief. Mariano.
I'm gonna wait for it to come out. I'm just gonna fast forward right to the Megazord fight.
My frame is coming apart, so I had to try to fix this. Yeah, the trailer. As soon as they said one thing, I was sitting there just crying for the rest of the trailer.
Was it the hair plugs?
I was like, I can't believe. I was like, wow, they went there. I didn't think they would do that.
So
where?
Let's go ahead and we'll zoom in here.
Old
we can
Rita.
Look at Rita.
Cyber Rita.
And T brought up a good point today. He reminded me that like Rita became like a good human. So it's like, is this her evil essence getting a new body?
Well, they brought Zed back.
They went, from what I hear, they went back in time to grab him when he was still evil.
Yeah. So they in the trailer they kind of spoil it. The plot of this movie is that Rita comes back and they end Trini's story. So I guess Trini in costume here.
And Trini has a daughter who is upset.
Yeah. And it's cool that they brought David Yost back and Walter Jones.
Yeah, Walter Jones seems like he has a way big part.
Yeah.
Well, actually, both of them. I guess since they're the only two original Rangers.
Yeah.
Well, aren't they using Rocky for the Red Ranger?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Adam and Aisha are also in this as well.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Trini's daughter, Min. It's interesting. Somebody else pointed out too, previously, like they could not use the words dead or killed in Power Rangers.
Yep.
And, now they're like right off the bat, she killed mom.
Mm-hmm.
Tears ensue.
Yeah. So yeah, they make it a very finite thing. Walter Jones, man, that guy has aged super well.
Yes.
It's just like
Billy looks like somebody's grandfather.
I mean, he definitely looks like he's in his 50s. I mean, he's still in good shape, but he looks like he's in his 50s. Walter looks like he's in his 30s.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the old command center. That's definitely CG, but it doesn't look bad.
If we seen him in person, he'd probably be cracked a little bit.
Interesting too.
You were watching the Chris Rock special last night? I could not believe that man is 58 years old.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I also believe that entire show could have been half the time and still said the exact same jokes.
I heard it wasn't that good, but
he repeated every sentence like 3 times. Every single.
I wonder what the story is going to be though on this Power Rangers. Like, since Gordon's gone, and it's like, were they still supposed to be the Rangers the whole time?
Right. I mean, how did they? Because it's like Billy was in Zeo, or was he?
Billy was in every Ranger all the way through Turbo.
With Turbo, he gave up his powers so that
he was supposed to have been the Phantom Ranger.
Yeah.
He was originally written to be the Phantom Ranger.
But I wonder if this is just a vehicle to bring Zordon back.
I think this is its own continuity. It's not going to be like the same stuff like Dino Charge, Dino Fury, and all that.
I don't know. It's
Rangers. Good job defeating Rita.
So
and most of the monsters look like they were robotic, like Snizzard.
Yeah. Like I guess we'll have a cyber resurrections of some of the classic monsters.
It's just going to be Goldar.
More than likely.
Bandora. I like
Mm-hmm.
this, by the way. The Bandora protocol.
That was her name in
Ranger.
I just wonder if Bulk and Skull are going to make a cameo.
Oh God.
They should be, because they still do stuff.
Yeah.
Is that supposed to be Cat for the Pink Ranger?
That is Cat as the Pink Ranger here.
Oh, they couldn't get Amy.
Nope.
They couldn't pay Amy.
Get a little
Yeah.
sick.
So there's Robo Snizzard and what was...
And we still don't know what's going on in that Green Ranger scene.
Yeah, so I found an article earlier today where that is supposed to be Tommy Oliver in the story, but what's interesting is that Jason David Frank, and this was filmed while Jason David Frank was still alive, but he claimed that he didn't have anything to do with any future Power Ranger projects.
Mm-hmm.
So it's curious, like, was he saying that to be coy? I mean, could they have just got his voice, like had him like, okay, you're not going to take your helmet off, but you're going to pop in and just say your lines, where they have another actor in there. But
They probably have enough footage of him saying, yeah, see, yeah.
Well, what would you like them to do, in your opinion? As
Summon the
fans?
Dragon Zord.
I want them to reveal that he was actually in it.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
they're showing us so many spoilers. Like have some secret.
I like that
Like
Ernie's
the,
juice bar.
Like summoning the Dragon Zord.
Yeah.
Like the Spider-Man. They never showed. They tried to keep that secret.
It's also interesting too that they still have him as the Green Ranger here because, like, I know he's used different power coins.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's probably had.
That's what
He had an
with
ultimate
some
power coin
continuity.
where he could become any ranger he was.
Well,
Yeah.
Because the fact that this is the Black Ranger when it's not what's his name, the
Rocky.
Asian guy.
Yeah, and Rocky's in this. Or, I'm sorry, Adam is in this because they show. Where is it here? They show Aisha and Adam.
Aisha definitely couldn't fit in that yellow ranger costume.
I've met her. I saw her at a con. She is absolutely awesome and radiates gloriousness.
Yeah.
Where are they in here?
She would not. Well, when they become rangers, it's like they become the best version of the rangers.
It's yes.
Hence Morphin.
They're able to jump off 2-story buildings. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
Actually, they could fight
Oh,
without
okay.
their powers on after a while.
definitely CG Zords. But I'm trying to find where they show Aisha and Rocky. They show them over. I'm sorry, Aisha and Adam. They show them over like a telecom screen.
It was at some point after they got into the command center.
Yeah. And we'll scrub here.
There's also a scene where there's this thing behind Rita, and she has miniatures of the yellow, pink, and green ranger, like she captured them.
It definitely won't be Bryan Cranston.
Mm-mm.
There we go.
There.
Yeah, so there's Adam and Aisha. And... Cool, they got them to cameo though.
I like the fact. Are they wearing Space Ranger uniforms?
They are.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's so Raven.
She does kind of look like Raven Simone a little bit. But yeah, this is right around the corner. Let's say April 19th on Netflix. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. All right, well, let's go over to our wheel decide. And see who finally gets this Minerva, courtesy of Larkin.
Third time's the charm.
Third time is the charm. I got
Did he
it.
ship it already?
Did he what?
Ship it already, or he's waiting?
No, he's going to ship it directly to the winner. So we are going to go into advanced options here. And we're going to do remove choice after it's checked. All right. Let me
Pay
share.
attention. I hope y'all still watching this.
All right.
Oh.
Unfortunately, Toy Mafia is our first elimination.
Oh man.
Wah, 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 wah.
You've got the eliminated. Battery says, "Don't tell Germany third time's the charm." Mariano got taken out.
No.
All right, now it's up between Effortless Random and McLattery.
I'm biased on this one. God damn it, my bias is not good.
And McLattery is our winner. So you
There you
get
go.
the Minerva. So just send me an email, figureactionpodcast@gmail.com. Message us on Facebook or message us on Instagram.
That should be in the description, by the way.
Yes. So message us in one of those places with your
Are you
shipping
still
info,
here?
and I'll let Larkin know so he can get that shipped out to you.
Oh, I see it. Never mind.
So there we go. I would never have thought that exclusive Minerva would be so hard to give away.
That's because the first person probably was a fair weather watcher.
It's possible. Very possible.
And they probably completely forgot about the contest.
Yeah. Hopefully I won't get like a message like 6 months from now. Hey, where's my Minerva?
Yeah, you get that message.
So
Good
Well,
morning.
all right.
Well,
Well, that'll do it for tonight's episode. Thank everybody who hopped into the live chat over there. Thank you for chatting with us throughout the course of the show. And yeah, we're gonna have a fun one next week, I think. And I think in April we'll give away another T-shirt. So I'm gonna try and get the oh wow, first contest he's ever won. So really congratulations. That's awesome. Yeah. We'll probably give away another T-shirt in April. I've got a really fun design I'm looking forward to sharing. And I'm actually it's not just going to be a Photoshop. I'm actually working on drawing some stuff. So
I feel like I'm lucky I've won several contests.
Dieter says, "What a compact show!" Hey, thank TFCon for that. That kind of every time we have TFCon, that's a vortex of third-party news, or creates a vortex of third-party news. So yeah, we'll go ahead. We'll wrap it up here. So be sure to check us out next week, 9 o'clock Eastern, same Figure Action channel here on YouTube, and yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, all that good stuff on your way out, and we'll see you later.
Get out of here.
Bye.